we're gonna start. Okay, so if you have a yoga strap, we're gonna put it together so that you have a nice loop. And if you don't have a yoga strap and you just have a belt or something you're using as a yoga strap, that's fine too. And even if you don't have anything, I will tell you how to modify. We also might use a chair with some standing poses today. But if you don't have a chair and you can drag over an ottoman we were talking about or some blocks, we'll figure it out. So we're gonna start laying down on your back and find a comfortable position where you feel supported and that you can begin to settle into your practice. So we're settling into the space that you've created in your home and beginning to settle down. Feel the floor supporting your head and neck and your back. And then feel a lightness through the top of the body, the chest and belly, the front of the body, as you breathe with ease. And then as you begin to breathe a little bit deeper than you normally do, see if you can start to relax the muscles in the face. So softening the space between your eyebrows, relaxing your jaw, softening through the neck and throat, relaxing through the shoulders, and then staying grounded down through the hips, the low back, and either the legs or the feet that are touching the floor. Continue to breathe with ease throughout the practice and trying to stay emotionally present. So you can check in with yourself, seeing how you're feeling, seeing what you're feeling, and try to keep the mind focused on the present, the moment that you're in right now, connecting to your breath and how your body is moving with the breath. So we'll begin by bringing the knees towards the chest. So you can hug the knees in, try to lift maybe the tailbone so the low back gets a little stretch. And we're going to take the feet up towards the ceiling, nice and gentle. We'll take the hands up towards the ceiling, soft elbows, soft wrists. And then just take a moment to point and flex the feet. You can point and flex the hands. Make some circles with the wrists and the ankles, moving in one direction and then the other. You can move your fingers and toes. So just having the hands and the feet lifted helps with circulation. Good for varicose veins to have the feet lifted. And really good for the lymphatic system, moving the lymph fluid down the arms and the legs towards the lymph nodes to release toxins in the body. So just take a moment here. And then as you inhale, we're going to take the arms behind you. So the tops of the hands are going to reach for the floor behind you. Maybe the legs go a little straighter one at a time, easing into the hamstrings and the thighs. Relaxing the shoulders. Take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll hug the knees into the chest. And let's do 3 breaths, just like that, moving with your breath. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees in. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And then exhale, hug the knees into the chest. So we're going to take both feet down to the floor. Knees are bent. Feet are going to go a little wider than hip width, so maybe mat width apart. We'll take the hands onto the rib cage so that from your hands up stays nice and still. And then we're just going to shift the weight of the legs left to right. So take a full breath in. As you exhale, we're going to let both legs drop over to the right, reaching your left knee away from the left hip. Opening up the low back. Inhale, legs come back to center. Exhale, legs drop to the left, pushing your right knee away from the right hip. And then continuing that on your own with your own breath. The inhale brings the legs up. The exhale brings the legs over. You feel a nice opening in the hips and the low back, trying to keep the torso from the hands up grounded so that the twist is in the low back and through the belly. And then when you come back to center with the legs, we'll bring the feet a little bit closer together. If you have a strap, a yoga strap, we'll take the buckle away from you with the tail pointing down, and we'll take the loop around your head, thread your hands through so the loop is at your upper back, right underneath your shoulder blades, and we're going to put the right foot in. If you don't have a strap and you're just using a belt, then just place the belt around the bottom of your right foot and then just gently hold with each hand. And if you don't have any strap or belt, interlace your hands behind the right thigh and then just work with the hamstring here. If you have the yoga strap, hands free, let your arms completely relax. We're going to let the left leg go straight along the floor. And so we had a request for legs today. So we're really going to ease into that hamstring stretch. You can start by bending the right knee a little and then straightening, a bend and straightening. So just ease in. A tight hamstring can lead to tight hips and a tight low back. So let's try to find some softness there. You can tighten your strap if you want to go deeper. Flex the foot. Think about pressing the whole back side of your right leg forward. And then be able to breathe with ease. If this is causing your breath to become short or making you want to hold your breath, then soften for a moment. Reconnect with that deep, easy breath and then ease into the depth of the pose. Relaxing the shoulders, letting go of tightness in the hamstring. We'll take a deep breath in here and a full breath out. And then from here, you're going to place the left hand on your left hip, and we're just going to let the right leg reach over to the right. So again, you can hold on to the back of the thigh with just the right hand, left hand on the hip if you have no strap. If you have a belt, you can hold on to either side. And if you have the yoga strap, hands free. Maybe your left hand is on your left hip to help it stay down. You're just opening up the inner thigh, the inside of the hamstring, and the outer hip. Nice flexed right foot, heel reaching away from the hip, and then just pause here to breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. And then on your next inhale, we'll bring the right leg back to center and then switch the hands. So the right hand's going to come onto the right hip. Your left hand is either guiding the right leg over to the left or using the support of the strap. Soften the knee just so you can ease into the pose. This is your IT band. It can get very tight. We're going to ease in. So with a soft knee to start, the right hip stays down. You can start to press your right heel away from the hip. Start to straighten the right leg. Keeping the upper body relaxed through the chest, through the shoulders. A nice flexed foot. The IT band can get very tight. That's the whole outside the right leg. So just breathe through. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Use your next inhale to bring that leg back to center. We'll let the right foot come out of the strap. We're just going to hug the right knee into the chest. Bend your left knee so the left foot comes onto the floor. We're going to cross your right thigh over the left thigh and then draw both knees into the chest. You can either hold on to the left knee and pull both knees in. Maybe you slide your hands down to the shins or the ankles, trying to feel the legs coming towards your body. This is getting a little bit into your right hip. Your hands are supporting your ankles and drawing the ankles towards your shoulders, opening up the right hip. And just pause here and breathe. This is a butterfly pose. So take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, release the hands, keep the legs crossed, left foot comes down to the floor. Your right thigh is over the left thigh. We're going to take your arms, reach them away from each other along the floor, and then the right arm is going to come under the left arm. You can either reach for the backs of your shoulder blades, or backs of the hands can try to touch in front of your face, or palms touch as you come into a reclined eagle pose. So shoulders pull down away from the ears, lift the elbows forward away from the face, fingertips reach a little bit towards the space behind your head, and breathe here. So getting deep into the shoulders. We're going to lift the left heel so you're on your left tippy toes. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, lift the head and upper back and foot to have your elbows try to touch your knees in front of your belly. Inhale, head drops down, fingertips reach back, left tippy toe touches the floor. Exhale, elbows draw into the knees, head lifts. One more time. Inhale, fingertips reach back, head relaxes, left big toe touches the floor, and then exhale, hug elbows to knees. Good. Undo the arms, undo the legs. Inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift, and then exhale, hug the knees in. Good. We'll take both feet down to the floor and we're going to switch sides. So your left foot is coming into the yoga strap or your belt, or you're interlacing your hands behind your left thigh. Right leg can go straight along the floor in front, and we're just going to pause here. So maybe the leg has a soft bend, maybe the leg is straight. If you're using the yoga strap, you can be hands-free. Let your palms just face up, arms out to the sides. Eyes can be closed, and just continue that easy, deep breath. Thinking about pressing the back of your left leg forward, heel pressing up, toes peeling towards your shin. And just find length and softness in the back of the left leg. Your low back is grounded. Hips are square. We'll take a nice deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, soften the left knee. Let the left foot reach over to the left. Right hand can stay on the right hip to remind it to stay down. And then ease into a straighter left leg. So maybe your belly needs to engage a little bit here to keep your back down. And then find softness in the inner left thigh, the outer left hip. And just take a few really nice deep breaths. Staying connected to what you're feeling and how you're feeling. Let your breath just flow with ease. On your next inhale, we'll bring the leg back to center. Left hand comes onto the left hip. You're either using your right hand to guide your left leg over to the right, or the support of your belt or the strap. Soft left knee. Maybe have your left hand on your left hip to keep it down. Push the left foot away from the left hip. Relax the face. Flexing the foot, the heel is reaching away. You're opening up the IT band. Toes are peeling back. So when we're in our houses, there's often different distractions than when in a studio. I can hear my kids downstairs and hoping that you don't hear them. But just trying to stay connected to your practice and just letting those outside distractions come into the mind. It's okay, and then just let them go. Take a deep, full breath in, really stretch that hamstring and that IT band, and then as you exhale, let's soften. You can take your foot out of the strap, hug the left knee into the chest. We'll bend the right knee so the right foot comes onto the floor, and then we'll cross the left thigh over the right thigh. Drawing both knees into the chest, you can hold on to the left knee if you need to modify. If you can reach the right knee, you're pulling that in. And if you can go a little deeper, you can slide your hands along your shins, opening up the feet, and then reaching your feet and ankles towards your shoulders. Butterfly pose, getting deep into the left hip. Relax through the shoulders. And just continue to breathe here as the spine is lengthened along the floor. Take one more full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let go with the hands, legs stay crossed, but the right foot is down on the floor. Arms reach away from each other. Your left arm is going to come under your right arm. You either reach way away and then hold on to the backs of the shoulders, shoulder blades, or back to the hands touch, or palms touch. This is getting deep into the shoulders. Pull the shoulders down, elbows push away from the face, fingertips reach up towards the space behind your head. Lift your right heel, so you're up on your right tippy toe, your big toe. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, lift the head and upper back, lift the right foot, and draw the elbows towards your knees right in front of your belly. Inhale, soften. The right toe just gently touches down. And then exhale, elbows come in towards the knees. One more time, nice and slow and controlled. Inhale to get deep in the shoulders. And then exhale, elbows to knees, belly draws in. Inhale, undo the arms, undo the legs, reach the legs up, arms back, full breath in. And exhale, hug the knees in. We're going to transition from here onto hands and knees. So you can rock to one side or rock front to back to bring yourself up. We'll take off the strap and move that out of the way. If you need a little extra support for the knees, you can put a blanket under your knees. And we're going to come on to hands and knees. Tabletop. So your shoulders are over your wrists. I like to just scoot my wrists a little forward. Takes off any pressure on the wrists. You're on your knees underneath your hips. And we're just going to move the spine with your breath. As you inhale, drop the belly and lift the chin. As you exhale, tuck the chin, round the back. 2 more like that. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the back. Push the floor down. Good, one more time, just like that. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, tuck and round. Good, we're gonna come back to neutral spine here. We're gonna take the left foot straight back, toes are down on the floor, and then just a gentle rock front to back. So you're starting to stretch out the balls of the toes, the arch, and your heel, maybe getting even into your calf. And then from here, we're gonna lift your right hand towards the front of the room. Your upper arm is by your ear. Belly draws in and up. Left leg is gonna lift. Nice strong core. We're gonna move with the breath. Inhale, fingertips reach away from your heel. Exhale, elbow to knee right in front of your belly. Draw the belly in. Good. Inhale, lengthen, reach away, relax the shoulder. Exhale, pull the belly in as you try to touch your elbow to your knee. One more time like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, the right hand comes down, left toes go straight down where they were, right behind you. You're going to pivot your right foot to the right, roll to the arch of your left foot, and reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. So you can pause and stay right here. I'm going to give lots of choices here. You can lift your left foot off the floor, or you can try to scoot your right foot under your left foot, so you're in a side plank pose. And if you want to try a side plank, but you need a little more support, you can take your left foot and bring it to the floor in front of you. So that's just more modified of a side plank if you need more support, or you can lift. Pause here and breathe. Draw the belly in. We're strengthening through the right arm and the right shoulder. Muscles around the spine are engaged in your core. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, left hand comes down, both knees come down. Let's bring them narrow. Feet touch, hips sink towards your heels. Take the hands, bring them behind you so the tops of the hands are on the floor by your feet, and then drop the head down. Relax the wrists, lengthen through the spine and neck, ground down through your forehead. This pose
pose is great if you get tension headaches or migraines. Also having the narrow thighs when you have your thighs pressed into the belly. This is good for digestion and increasing the blood flow to the internal organs. So let's just take 3 quiet breaths here. And after that 3rd exhale, let's make our way back up onto hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees parallel underneath the hips. And we'll take 3 breaths here just to get the spinal fluid moving with the breath. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, drop the belly and lift the chin. Exhale, round. Inhaling, open the front. And exhaling, open the back. Okay, we're going to come back to neutral spine. The crown of the head is forward, the tailbone is back. We'll take the right foot straight back, toes are down on the floor, and a gentle rock front to back here. So you're pushing through your heel, rolling through the toes. If anybody has bunions, this is good to get some movement into those joints where the toes connect to the foot. And it's nice to stretch out the calf through the ankle. And then coming back to neutral, both hips are pointing down, left hand reaches towards the front of the room. Relax the shoulders, and we're going to lift that right leg. Belly is strong, and we're going to move with the breath. Take a full breath in. Exhale, left elbow to the right knee in front of your belly. Inhale, reach apart. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach away. One more time. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach away. From here, we're going to drop the left hand down to the floor. Right toes find the floor behind you. We'll pivot the left foot to the left. Roll to the arch of your right foot as you press your right foot flat into the floor. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. So again, you can play around with this pose. See what feels okay for you. You can lift your right foot. Or you can try a side plank. You don't have to. But building a lot of strength here in the core, the left arm, the left shoulder. Try to feel the muscles drawing in to support your belly and your spine. Your shoulders are away from the ears. Your breath is able to flow with ease. Hips are lifted. Even if that knee is down or the foot is down, take a deep breath in. And then let's exhale, come back to center. Child's pose, up to you. Wide knees, narrow knees. Arms can be way out in front or they can be back by your feet. And let's take 5 quiet breaths. When you're ready, we're going to come back up onto hands and knees. And we're going to step the right foot forward, up between your hands. And we're going to scoot the left knee back. So if you want to use blocks here, this is a good time to use them if you have them. Your hands can be on the floor, on fingertips, or on blocks. It's up to you. So I give lots of suggestions on how to change up poses that work for you or give you a little bit more of what you're looking for in this practice. So you could stay right here. We're opening up the left hip flexor. We're opening up the right hip a little bit. We're going to turn. You're going to take your right hand, bring it to the inside of your front foot. We're going to turn the right toes to about 2 o'clock, roll to the pinky side of your right foot. And we're going to stay upright here. So you can just sway a little bit left to right. Couple options. You can take your right hand, let it rest on the inside of your right knee, and just kind of peel your right shoulder back, swaying gently left to right, opening up that right hip joint, which connects all to the hamstring, IT band, and low back. If you want to go deeper, you don't have to. You can bend your left knee, adding a quad stretch, and take your right hand back for your left foot. You don't have to, just an option. Maybe you want to just take your right hand up towards the ceiling. So just open up the chest, keep the belly strong, right hip is open, left hip flexor is deep. And be able to breathe here with ease. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down, framing your front foot. Toes are going to face the front. Inhale, drop the hips way down, lift the chin. And then exhale, hips go back, right leg can go straight, toes can stay down or lifted. Knee can have a bend, that's fine too. Inhale, hips forward, right knee goes over the right ankle, chin can lift. Exhale, let's pull back. Let the head hang round the back. And then one more time like that. Inhale, lift and open through the chest and the left hip flexor. Exhale, pull back. Hamstring drawing into the hip. While you're back here, we're gonna slide your right foot back and you're gonna step your left foot forward. So just notice your left knee, making sure the knee is right over the ankle, it doesn't pass that. We'll bring both hands to the inside and scoot your right knee far back and let your hips drop down. So you're getting deep into your hip flexor on the right. We're going to turn the left toes to the left and roll to the pinky side of that left foot. So making sure that your toes and your knee are pointing in the same direction. You can stay right here, sway left to right. Feel like you're giving your hips a massage from the inside out. If you want to add on a little, left hand can come onto your left inner knee or inner thigh, and you kind of peel your left shoulder back, see how that feels. And then only if you want to, you can bend your right knee and reach your left hand back for your right foot. You don't have to. And then just breathe. So whatever version of the pose you're in, maybe you have your left hand lifted back. Just try to keep soft in the shoulders, open in the chest, allowing the blood to flow through the body with your breath, nourishing the cells, the joints, the muscles. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, start to lift the hips a little bit. Left toes point forward. Frame your front foot. We'll move with the breath. Inhale, hips come forward, down, chin lifts. Exhale, pull the hips back. Inhale, drop the hips, lift through the chest, pull the shoulder blades back. Exhale, pull back, hang the head, round the space between your shoulder blades. Open that up. One more time. Inhale, drop down and open. going to drag your left foot back. You're going to walk your hands forward. So my wrists are underneath my shoulders. The knees and the tops of the feet are on the floor pretty far back. My belly is drawn in. This is a modified plank pose. You can stay here or you can curl the toes under, lift the knees, and you're in a plank pose. This is really good for not only building muscle, but building bone density in the arms and shoulders to help with our posture. So just breathe in, drawing the belly in and up, and breathing out, finding that strength. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, two options. Knees can come down, and you shift back to child's pose, or knees lift, and you come into a downward dog. So you're in child's pose or downward dog, up to you. One pose is not better than the other. Just take a breath or two here. And then when you're ready, you're just going to take your hands and walk them towards your knees if they're down and towards your feet if they're up. And then we'll all roll back onto the feet. Soft knees, hanging in a forward bend. Hands can be down. Just allowing the blood to flow from the heart to the brain. And then when you're ready, we're slowly going to make your way up to stand. So just take a moment to stand. I'm going to adjust my camera so that my head is not cut off. Hopefully that's good. Okay, so coming to stand. Feet are going to be down on the floor about hip width apart. Hands by your sides. Let's just take 3 breaths. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, arms come out and down. 2 more like that. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, arms come out and down. 1 more time like that. Inhale, arms reach out and up. And exhale, out and down. Okay, so using a prop here. Some people said they didn't have a chair, they have an ottoman. So you can put the ottoman in front of your mat if you want, or you can use blocks, or you can put the chair at the head of your mat. So I have a chair and I have blocks, so I can show both. I don't have an ottoman to show you the ottoman, but you'll get the picture of what you'll need to support your hands on. Let me just adjust this a tiny bit. Okay. So coming to the center of your mat, we're going to step the right foot forward, left foot back into a warrior 1 pose. So warrior 1, hips are pointed forward, right knee is bent over your right ankle, that's pointed forward. Hip width between your feet, your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. The right knee does not pass the right ankle. This is a short stance. A warrior 2 is a much longer stance. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. And just pause here. So we're deep in the right knee, getting strength around that knee joint, pushing through the outside of your back foot. Relax the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone down. Keeping the breath steady here. We'll take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's take the hands down and we're going to straighten your right leg. So just let your hands come down. We're going to hinge forward from your hips and you're going to reach for what you have in front of you. Could be blocks, could be a chair, could be an ottoman. If the chair seat is not high enough, turn the chair around and use the back of the chair. So we're lengthening through the back of the right leg and the outside of the left leg. Shoulders are relaxed. Pull both hips back. From here, heel toe your right foot over to the left side of the mat. So now your legs are somewhat crossed. If your back heel lifts, that's okay. We're going to press the big toe ball mound of your right foot down. You might feel something in the outside of your right leg. That's your IT band. If you need to scoot your back foot in closer, you can. Try to take your torso. If it's opening to the left, turn it so it's either facing down or reaching a little bit to the right. Your hands can even reach a little bit to the right to get deeper. We're gonna just pause here and breathe. So this pose is deep. Let's keep the breath deep. You should feel this in the outside of the right leg, all the way up to your right hip and the seat. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, hands are sturdy on your support. Bend your right knee. Scoot your left foot behind your right foot. Ankles are crossed. So your right ankle is crossed in front of your left ankle. If you need to scoot to more the center of your mat, you can if you feel like you're too over to the left. So your chest is parallel to the floor. This is a great stretch to open up around your sciatic nerve. So if anybody has low back pain or sciatica, this is a great pose for that. You're just going to draw down. So you have the chair or blocks or the floor for support. You can stay right here, or if you'd like to add a shoulder stretch, we're going to take the hands behind you, interlace them, and reach the knuckles up and away. Relax through the neck. Relax the shoulders. Breath is flowing with ease. See if you can lift and wiggle your toes so your toes aren't gripping like crazy. Open up through the low back. Take a nice full breath in. As you exhale, release the hands, reach for your support. Keep the ankles crossed, soft knees. Make your way up to stand. Right leg is crossed over the left. Arms are going to reach away from each other. The right arm is going to come under the left, just like when we were laying on our backs. You can hold on to the backs of the shoulders, backs of the hands, or the palms. Fingertips are going to reach up, just like when we were on our backs. We're going to lift your right heel. You're on your right tippy toes. Bend your left knee, scoot down, like you're sliding down a pole. See if you can lift your right foot. You don't have to. You can keep it down for support. We're just going to take one full breath in as you reach the fingertips up. As you exhale, you can work your way down, elbows to knees if you want. And then inhale, come back up. If you're going to fall, you can put your toes back down. And then from here, this is going to be slow and controlled, maybe, or not. Undo the arms, undo the legs, send your right foot back. You can reach your hands down for your support. As your left foot is on the floor, your right foot is back, or both hands reach back. You're in a warrior 3 pose, but hands are back to protect your back. Take a deep breath in. Slowly soften the left knee. Right foot comes down. Warrior 1. Readjust if you need to. Left knee over the left ankle. Right foot is back. Hips pointed forward. Deep in the left knee. Belly is in. Tailbone is down. Arms reach up, and then forget all that and just breathe. Give yourself a moment to reconnect with your breathing. Take a nice full deep breath in. As you exhale, arms will come down. We're going to straighten the left leg. Hinge forward from your hips. Reach for your support. Your blocks, the floor, your chair, ottoman, whatever you have. Relax the shoulders. Pull the left hamstring back, the left hip back. And then we're going to heel toe your left foot over to the right side of your mat. So pushing the big toe ball mount into the floor. Your toes can be relaxed. Hips can sway to the right, but twist a little bit from the torso to the left. And maybe your hands reach to the left. This is deep, it's not easy, but we're being gentle to the body by modifying where we need to, using support, and then just keep that easy breath. I love that gentle doesn't mean easy. These poses are challenging, they're hard, but we're gonna find softness. Be able to breathe. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, bend the left knee. We're going to scoot the right foot behind the left. So now your left ankle is in front of the right ankle. Feel like you're sticking your tailbone out behind you, diving forward with your chest and down. And then just hold on where you need to for support. Maybe the chair, maybe blocks, maybe the floor. If you want to add that shoulder stretch, you can interlace your hands behind your back and reach the knuckles up and away. You can let your head come down towards the floor. We're opening up the low back, the hamstrings, the IT band, and the shoulders here. Be able to breathe with ease. Soft toes. We'll take one more full deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, soften the knees. Hands reach for your support. Walk up the legs nice and slow, especially if you have low blood pressure. You don't want to get lightheaded. Your left ankle is crossed in front of the right. Arms will reach away from each other. Left arm comes underneath the right arm. Eagle arms, if you can, palms back of the hands or reach for the shoulder blades. Lift your left heel. You're on your left tippy toes. Bend your right knee, slide down. You can stay here, you don't have to lift the left foot. If you want to lift the left foot, you can. And if you want to move one time with the breath, you can. We're gonna inhale, lift the fingertips, pull the shoulders down. Exhale, take the elbows to your knees. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, undo the arms, undo that left leg, and then reach back. So if you need the support in front of you, reach for it. Otherwise, left foot goes back, both hands reach back, belly in strong. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, left foot joins the right foot.
Move your blocks out of the way if you had blocks. If you have a chair or an ottoman, turn it sideways so that the back is not in the way. Place it on your mat at the front. You're gonna make your way down to sit next to your support. So you're facing forward. Your support is next to you. We're gonna swing the legs around and up. So your legs from the knees to the feet are supported. You're gonna lay down. Pause here. Let your hands go to the sides, palms up. Close the eyes. Let your breath just flow with ease. Soften the space around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and belly as you breathe. Feel supported through the back. Let go of any last bit of tightness and tension in the hips and legs. And then let the legs and the feet completely relax. We've done a lot of work with the legs today. So let the feet be elevated above the knee, above the heart, above the chest. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. We'll take a quiet minute or two here in Shavasana. Slowly allow your breath to get a little bit deeper. You can begin to bring some small movements into the body, the hands and feet. And then when you're ready, take your time to slowly and carefully transition out of Shavasana. Maybe drawing the knees into the chest and rolling to one side, and then gently pressing yourself up to sit. And then once seated, just have the eyes closed. We'll
take the right hand, place it over your heart, the left hand over your right hand. And remember that we are all connected. And not only are we here with each other, but we're here for each other. Bring the palms together in front of your heart center to honor your practice and honor each other. Namaste. You guys can unmute yourselves so we can namaste together.